You won't outgrow AI by becoming more productive. You will outgrow AI by becoming more human. Welcome, everyone. Today, I want to explore a topic that I believe will define one of the most important human conversations of our generation. A conversation about technology, humanity, consciousness, leadership, and what it truly means to be human in the age of artificial intelligence. And I want to begin with two simple sentences. You won't outgrow AI by becoming more productive. You will outgrow AI by becoming more human. Pause with that for a moment, because many people today are reacting to AI with fear, anxiety, urgency, or comparison. People are asking, how do I compete with AI? How do I stay relevant? How do I become faster? How do I produce more? How do I optimize myself? But perhaps we are asking the wrong question. Maybe the real question is not how do we become more machine-like? Maybe the real question is how do we become more deeply human? We are entering an era where machines can generate content, analyze information, automate workflows, optimize systems, and even imitate emotional language. AI can already write, design, calculate, strategize, translate, and simulate conversation, and it will continue evolving rapidly. But there is something profoundly important AI still cannot fully replace: human presence, human meaning, human consciousness, human emotional depth, human wisdom, human discernment, human transformation. And this matters because modern society has conditioned many people to believe their worth is tied to productivity: produce more, respond faster, optimize harder, do more, be more efficient. But what happens when machines become better at many of those tasks than humans? If our identity is built only on productivity, then many people will experience an identity crisis. And honestly, I believe we are already beginning to see it. Burnout, anxiety, disconnection, emotional numbness, overstimulation, loss of meaning. Many people are not exhausted because they are weak. Many people are exhausted because they are disconnected from themselves. And technology, when unconscious, can amplify that disconnection. I want to invite you into a reflection. When was the last time you sat in silence without needing stimulation, without reaching for your phone, without needing noise, scrolling, entertainment, or distraction? What emotions emerge when there is nothing to distract you from yourself? Pause. Really notice that, because in many ways modern technology has made it easier than ever to avoid ourselves, and yet human flourishing begins when we reconnect with ourselves, not when we escape ourselves. This is why I believe professional coaching matters more than ever in the AI era. Not because people need more information. Information is now abundant. People can ask AI almost anything. But information alone does not create wisdom. And information alone does not transform human beings. Transformation requires awareness, reflection, presence, emotional honesty, meaning-making, discernment, courage, human connection. A machine can generate answers, but another human being can help you see yourself more clearly. There is a profound difference, because true coaching is not about telling people what to do. It is about creating a reflective space where people can think more deeply, feel more honestly, and reconnect with what truly matters. A space where someone begins to hear themselves again. And in today's world, that may be one of the rarest experiences of all. I want to ask you something. What parts of yourself have become quieter as your digital life became louder? Your intuition, your creativity, your peace, your emotional sensitivity, your ability to be fully present, your relationships, your inner stillness. Notice what comes up. Because many people today are externally connected, but internally fragmented, and fragmentation creates suffering. This is why harmony matters, not superficial positivity, not perfection. Harmony. Harmony between mind and body, work and rest, ambition and peace, technology and humanity, thinking and feeling, doing and being. You do not create harmony by controlling life. You create harmony by aligning with yourself. And perhaps this is where leadership itself must evolve. For many years, leadership was associated primarily with performance, authority, strategy, execution, and optimization. But the future will require something deeper. The leaders of the future must know how to regulate themselves emotionally, how to navigate complexity consciously, how to cultivate psychological safety, how to hold meaningful conversations, how to remain grounded amidst uncertainty, how to integrate wisdom with technology, how to remain human while engaging with increasingly non-human systems. And honestly, I believe this is one of the greatest opportunities of our time, because AI may actually force humanity to rediscover humanity. Think about that. As machines become more capable, human depth becomes more valuable, presence becomes more valuable, authenticity becomes more valuable, empathy becomes more valuable, consciousness becomes more valuable, wisdom becomes more valuable. I want to invite another reflection. Who are you when you are not performing? Who are you when you are not producing? Who are you when you are not trying to prove yourself? And do you feel connected to that version of yourself? Or have you become a stranger to your own inner world? These are not easy questions, but they are necessary questions, because technology will continue evolving. That is inevitable. But whether humanity evolves consciously alongside it, that remains our responsibility. And this is where I believe we must move beyond the idea that success alone creates fulfillment. Many highly successful people are deeply disconnected internally. Many highly productive people are emotionally exhausted. Many externally accomplished people feel internally empty. Why? Because the soul cannot be nourished by achievement alone. Human beings also need meaning, belonging, connection, purpose, peace, love, reflection, and alignment. This is why the future conversation is not only about artificial intelligence, it is about human intelligence, emotional intelligence, relational intelligence, spiritual intelligence, ethical intelligence, embodied intelligence, conscious intelligence. And perhaps this is the invitation of our era, not to reject technology, but to humanize technology through consciousness, not to fear AI, but to ensure humanity does not abandon itself while creating it, not to become less human in pursuit of efficiency, but to become more fully human than ever before. So today, I leave you with a final reflection. As technology continues evolving, what practices help you reconnect with your humanity? What brings you back to presence? What helps you hear your own inner voice again? What nourishes your soul instead of only stimulating your mind? And perhaps most importantly, who are you becoming while the world accelerates around you? Pause with that, because the future will not belong only to those who can use technology. The future will belong to those who can remain deeply human while using it. You won't outgrow AI by becoming more productive. You will outgrow AI by becoming more human. Thank you for being here, and until next time, may you continue becoming happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is Luis Ryuji speaking from Tokyo on behalf of himself and the Dragon Method team.